We've been working on a project called Coorie Doon today, and we've connected with 3 different countries, Rwanda, Gaza and Iraq, and essentially we've been posing them the question, what kind of a world do they want to leave for their children or for the next generation? And we asked them as well to share any kind of childhood songs that they knew with us as well. And immediately, as soon as that happens, the relationship changes. There's a different way of communicating. So I think music, in this case music, but art in general, allows that communication to flow more freely. And actually it doesn't matter whether there's a language difference between the people you're talking with and ourselves. I think music just kind of breaks all of that down and allows people to connect.
Banyeshuri, banyeshuri, tubungabunge ibidukikije.
يلا تنام يلا تنام لا تذبح لك طير الحمام روح يا حمام لا تصدق
رفرف على الغالي لينام يلا تنام يلا تنام.
So the translation of it, that my sweet baby, go to sleep, I will. So I will make for you your favorite dish, which is the
it's birds.
A kind of bird. I will prepare it for you. So why violence? Why you tell me that you will kill it? And I don't need to know the details.
Coorie Doon, Coorie Doon, Coorie Doon, my darling, Coorie Doon the day.
Doon, Coorie Doon, Coorie Doon, my darling, Coorie Doon, my darling. This is right.
Coorie Doon, Coorie Doon, Coorie Doon, my darling, Coorie Doon and dream.
Doon, Coorie Doon, Coorie Doon, my darling, Coorie Doon and dream.
Hey! Amazing!
Yeah, amazing.
We were talking about lullabies and kind of context for lullabies, and in the middle discussion when we were talking to the 2 women in Gaza, they started talking about their lullabies and how there was like a violence was a part of some of their lullabies, and we kind of realised it was also a part of some of ours. And the women, one of the 2 women was saying she'd started singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to her niece and nephews, and yeah, I think I was particularly moved by that, because that song, like the opening lines for that song being Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are, is just a beautiful sentiment for life and context and being interested in people and difference.
I think as well the power of some of the conversations and some of the people behind those conversations as well, and the change that they're making within their societies. But so that's a really lovely example you gave of that lady changing the way that she interacts with her nephews and nieces, and changing the narrative there. And little bit by little bit, they're challenging the world around them and all the bits that they don't like, and they want to be better, which is incredibly empowering for them and for everybody else around them, and a lovely thing to see, isn't it?
When women start to be more educated, more active in the community, they started changing in the community, but we still need more women empowerment.
Yes,
because I believe that they are the future mothers. They are the one who will
raise
think
the
of
second generation.
the kids and their future. More the fathers, okay, they have a big role in the life, but they don't think with emotional things. They think of what they have in hands.
Yeah.
But mothers, they think with their emotions, so they start dreaming in 10 years or 20 years, what will happen with my kid.
I think that to be able to really empathize and understand people and put yourself in a situation, you have to have some level of emotional intelligence, and even if it's not understanding what the names of those emotions are, but just being able to recognize the feeling, and to see someone and be like, I can't at all imagine what it's like to be up until 3 a.m. because drones are flying over my house and I don't know if it's going to stop here, but I can understand the fear. Like, I've felt fear before, and then just imagining amplifying that. And I think, because you could just read a statistic that says, oh, however many drones fly over this place every day. That means nothing until you, like, oh, what does that feel like if I was this person? And that's where, like, you can have as many facts and statistics as you want, but I don't think any change can actually happen until you know how to feel it.
So my childhood was through the war in Iraq, and I was forced to drop off at the beginning, only during the war. We locked down and closed the schools, so our childhood was a bit difficult for me, but now it's better. Actually, it's better. Everything's gonna be better in Iraq. So what about you? The childhood was during the sectarianism, we have been through a sectarianism war in 2006. Ryan, he dropped off his school, unfortunately, and left Iraq to Turkey. Yeah. He also had dropped off the school, unfortunately, after the ISIS occupation and traveled to Syria. He was forced to travel to Syria because of ISIS occupation.
I mean, like, here's the thing. If you have someone who's worried about how they can survive every day in order, like, and eat, like, for example, like securing their food, it's hard for them to think of the other things.
Exactly. It's very hard for us to think about tomorrow because we don't know if there is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is for climate change that we teach them so that they increase awareness and they be aware about how we are degrading and we are destroying the nature, so that, and they call them so that they can really come up with an action on ground and being role model in the society, changing behavior for other persons and as well as their colleagues in the society.
For next generation, to have a government or a rule do their work. This is my wish. A government will take care of people, just because we have great people. Actually,
we really hope, because we are tackling or we are dealing with a problem which is greater than ourselves. But the most important thing is that it concerns or it's regarding all the globe, worldwide.
I think it's been a real privilege today, in so many respects, not least working with fellow musicians and being able to create music in a space, in a shipping container in the centre of Glasgow, but you know, also to be able to have those conversations. There's just some incredible stories to take on board and to go away, and I think it's going to take me a while to process everything that I've heard today and come up with some kind of more articulate response that I'm able to give just now. But that for me is a big takeaway from today.
I just wish that everyone could have this experience.
Yeah.
Like, to just listen, to hear other people's ideas and not really. I mean, of course, you know, later we could challenge them or something like that, but just to sit and listen and hear other people's experiences and try and understand, and then go away and think about it, I think we could do with a lot more just sitting and listening.
We have to start thinking of what we are going to provide for our kids.